So, why do we sometimes find ourselves attracted to people who aren't even our type? You know what I mean? You swore you only liked tall guys, but suddenly you're doodling hearts around the name of the barista who's 5 feet 6 inches and knows how to froth milk. Or maybe you promised yourself never to date musicians. But the minute someone picks up a guitar, suddenly you're rethinking your entire life plan. Why? Because attraction is weird. Way weirder than we like to admit. Picture this. You're at a party. Across the room, someone catches your eye. They're not the hottest person there. In fact, they might not even be in your top 5. But then, they laugh. Or they tilt their head in a certain way. Or they just have that something that makes your brain go, "Yep, that one." And just like that, your carefully curated ideal partner list goes straight into the trash. That's because attraction isn't just about looks. It's psychological voodoo. A messy cocktail of biology, behavior, and brain tricks that no dating app filter can fully capture. Let's break down a few of the strangest things that actually pull us in. First up, the mere exposure effect. In simple terms, the more you see someone, the more attractive they become. It's why you might start crushing on your coworker after 6 months, even if on day 1 you thought, "Hey, not my type." Your brain basically confuses familiarity with desirability. Sneaky, right? And before you panic, yes, this is why some people end up falling for their neighbors, classmates, or gym buddies. Science is basically saying, hang around long enough and eventually you'll look hot. Next, confidence, but not arrogance. There's something about someone who walks into a room like they belong there. Confidence signals status, capability, and security. Basically qualities that our brains have been wired to seek out since cave people times. But here's the catch. Too much, and it flips into arrogance, which is a massive turnoff. Think about it. There's a fine line between, "I know what I am doing," and, "I once read half a book on crypto, and now I lecture everyone at brunch." You can guess which one makes people run for the exit. And here's a fun one. Voice and smell. Yep. We're basically animals with Wi-Fi. Research shows people are often unconsciously attracted to vocal tones that signal health and fertility. Same with scent. We're picking up chemical cues, even if we don't realize it. Ever hugged someone and thought, they just smell right? That's your biology doing matchmaking behind your back. Meanwhile, your dating profile pic had nothing to do with it. Quick pause. If you're enjoying this dive into the bizarre science of attraction, hit that like button. It tells YouTube's algorithm you're into weird psychology facts and not just endless cat compilations. Although, honestly, cats are also very attractive. To me. Don't judge. Okay, back to the juicy part. Attraction can also be dangerous. That's right. Because these psychological quirks don't always lead us to the healthiest choices. Familiarity? Great, until you realize you're only dating people in your friend group because they're convenient, not compatible. Confidence? Awesome, until you mistake arrogance for leadership and end up with someone who talks over you at every dinner. Even scent? Cool, until you realize your biology doesn't exactly know the difference between good chemistry and bad personality. So how do you make sure you're not being played by your brain? A few ideas. First, practice awareness. Next time you feel drawn to someone, ask yourself, is it their character or just proximity? Do I like them? Or do I just see them every day at work and my brain got lazy? Second, look for consistency. Confidence should match kindness. Attraction is more than a momentary spark. It's about whether someone can show up the same way over time. And third, experiment. Meet people outside your usual circles. Challenge your own type. Sometimes attraction isn't about lowering standards. It's about broadening the field. Here's the big takeaway. Attraction is weird, wonderful, and sometimes a little manipulative. Your brain is running 100 secret experiments in the background every time you meet someone new. But if you learn the rules, even the sneaky ones, you can make smarter choices about who gets your time, energy, and love. So let me ask you, have you ever been surprised by who you were attracted to? Was it the coworker you never noticed until one day they wore a different shirt? Or that friend who somehow got suspiciously cuter after a year? Drop your story in the comments. I want to know how weird your brain has been. And if you want to go even deeper into the strange world of human psychology, stick around. Because the next video might just explain why your crush is ghosting you, even though they clearly liked your Instagram story.